came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Columbus Aviators and the Austin Desperados. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Check 15, check 15. Jim.
Throwing on first down. Fields. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown! Davante Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 120. Hey. Check 3.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Move. Mike 6. Watch the out. Hey, check Mike.
Here's Gall. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's the fullback, Zach Line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Carry here for the fullback. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Mike 28. Come on, baby. Come on. See what you got. Mike 28. Mike 28. Bring it. Switch.
On 4th down, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Let's go now. Get to Pittsburgh. Check in. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. At the 25-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll run with Hunt on second down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
To throw on third down. Fields. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out here in the I. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And touchdown. DK Metcalf. 81 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster. And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4. We got 4. He's chopped.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Check pitches to 6. Pull it. Half. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Big Ed.
On second down, this is Harris. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch twits.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and a couple. Goff escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
We go tonight. 180. Let's run. 4 down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Like 20. 3 bucks.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So they bring out their punter. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys. Be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a run with Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, cut! 180! Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Goff now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 down. Check 31, check 31. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 6. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Austin. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down. Mack And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, Mack. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down and 4, Goff flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught at the 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Looking to throw. Fields. The tank. DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This is Hunt, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Hunt, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out. But for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Mike 6. Mike 6. I got you, son.
Go.
You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this.
Two.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6.
Goff gonna throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
I got one. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4 down.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Kill.
They'll run again with Hunt. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys